Good morning, students. In the previous video I have explained you how to make a collage. So today we are going to start a new lesson, that is lesson number 16. No formalities please. Here K is silent. Okay, and as you can see that it is part first. We also have to learn the part second. Okay. So what is there in this lesson? This is about the letter writing, how to write a letter. Okay, so I'll read out the lesson, some part of this, and then I'll start explaining you this. The students of class 4th greeted their teacher, Mrs. Desai, before they sat down. It was time for their English lesson. Shall we bring out our Balbharti textbook, teacher? Asked Shruti. Not now, said the teacher. We are going to learn letter writing today. Some special types of letters. Come here, Javed and Nisha. Please distribute these books. And while they give out the books, continued Mrs. Desai. Let me give you some good news. The students were all ears now. Their teacher announced with a smile, new arrivals in the library and plenty of them. Storybooks of every kind, informative books with lovely pictures, books of puzzles, jokes. All have been displayed in the library, so you will know which ones to ask for the next time you are in the library. Oh, lovely! I can hardly wait. Were some of the eager responses to this pieces of news. All were excited except one. So you must have understood that how they are talking with each other. They wish teacher and also they ask whether they can open the textbook as it is a English class. But teacher told them not to open the textbook, but she is going to distribute. She asked some children, Javed and Nisha, to distribute the notebooks. She told that they are going to learn letter writing today. And also she gave a good news that plenty of new library books are available, which has story books, informative books, as well as which has lovely pictures. Some books have puzzles and jokes also. But this one boy, his name is Felix. Let us see what he is going to complain. He said, what's the use? We have only one library period in a week and hardly for half an hour to. Just when the story gets interesting, we have to leave the book and go back to class. I told that only one class we have, and that is also half hour. So till the time we are getting engaged in the reading of that book, we have to leave that book because the class gets over. Now Varsha joined in to say, for 2 weeks I have been waiting to know what happened to the pipe paper chameleon. There was a holiday last Thursday and we missed the library period. Miss realized that what her students said was perfectly true. She decided to request the principal to allow a home issue facility for class 4th. After all, they were big enough to look after the books they took home. Hey, wait, thought Mrs. Desai. There's a better way to do it. Why not let students themselves write a letter of request to the principal? After all, that was what she had planned to teach that day. How to write polite, formal letter. So, what happens here? When this Felix complained that they are getting very less time to read the book. Same time Varsha also told that she has been waiting for so many days because last when she has that class, that library class, it was a holiday for them. That day she missed that period, and then this Mrs. Desai, the class teacher of 4th standard, she decided to write the request to the principal to allow a home home issue facility for class 4th. And now she has decided to write a formal letter to the principal. What an opportunity! A good subject for a formal letter. And of course, a real situation would make the learning more effective and interesting. When Mrs. Desai suggested this to her class, they were very excited. Without losing much time, Mrs. Desai began to teach her class how to write a formal letter. The sender's address and the date should be written in the upper right corner of the page. And she taught. The next step is to write the name or post of the receiver near the left margin. Then write his or her address below that. And after that, you must write the subject of the letter in short below the receiver's address. She further instructed. That's something new, remarked Sharon. We do not mention a subject in our friendly letters, do we? Of course not, said Mrs. Desai. Yes, students, now look at this letter that children has written to the principal. Okay, so this upper right corner of the page, whose address is this? Sender's address. Sender's means who is writing a letter. His address have to be written in the upper right corner. This is upper right corner. So this is sender's address. This whom we are going to send the letter. That means who is going to receive the letter? Principal. Right. So his also address we have to mention very clearly. Then after that we are going to write subject. For what is the purpose of writing this letter? Yes, they want to make a request for home issue facility. So we have to write the subject here. Yes, now see, this is a official letter. So we have to mention here. We have to mention here subject. But if it is not official letter, we are writing anyone, family members. So are we going to write the subject? No, we are not going to write the subject. Okay. Then we are going to write dear ma'am or sir. Whomever we are going to send the letter. That means who is the receiver of this letter. So we have to give him this kind of polite words here. Okay, dear madam or dear sir, and then only we are going to write the letter. What is the matter? Okay, and at the last we have to end the letter with yours faithfully or yours sincerely. Okay, what we are going to end the letter? Yours faithfully or yours sincerely. Also you can write yours obediently. Okay. So this kind of appropriate words, appropriate means correct words, suitable words we have to write here. Okay. Understood? So here it is the discussion of the children and teacher, that they said, and should we end it with yours lovingly? Renu asked. Then teacher said, no, you can write that to your friends or parents or even to me. But when you are writing as a student to the principal, you may write yours faithfully and yours sincerely. Okay, you have to write yours faithfully or sincerely. Do not forget to thank the receiver appropriately before you close the letter. Come on now, let's draft this letter. After quite a few errors, cancellations and changes, here's the letter class 4th wrote to the principal. It was written very neatly. So just look here, children. Whose address is it? It is sender's address. Means if you are writing a letter, your address should be here. Then this one, receiver's address, means whom we are sending the letter. His address we have to write here. Then subject means what is the purpose of the letter. And when we are going to write the subject, when it is an official letter. Okay. If you are writing to any of the official authorities. Okay. And if you are writing this letter to your friend, to your mother, to your family member or to your relatives, are you going to write the subject? No, you are not going to write the subject. Okay, and then here we have to put the salutation. It is called salutation. Okay, so here we are going to use it for the receiver, dear ma'am or dear sir. If the person is man, then we have to write here dear sir, but if the person is ladies, then if it is a lady, then yes, dear ma'am. Then this is the content what they have written. Just take a look of this. We, the students of class 4th, have a request. Our English teacher Mrs. Desai has informed us about many new books that have arrived in our school library. We are eager to read them. However, it is not possible for us to finish reading a book during the library period, which is only once a week. We have your kind permission, ma'am, to take the books for home reading. We promise that we shall take utmost care of the books and return them on time. Here utmost means greatest, means as much they can take, that much care they are going to take of these books. And lastly here, what we have to write here? We have to write yours faithfully, yours sincerely. So what these children have written? Yours faithfully, and this letter is written by all the students. So their name or their signature they have to put here. Okay, so many children are there, so they have written all students of class 4. I hope you understood now how to write a formal letter. Okay, we will meet in the next video and we'll learn how we are going to write an informal letter. Thank you. Bye.